Hello traders, hope you're doing well. Am I audible to you? Just let me know. Is the audio video clear? If there is any disturbance in audio video, just let me know traders. Rajesh sir, good evening. Vijay sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Deepan Raj sir, good evening. Alright, thanks for confirming that I'm audible. I'll just conduct a poll. In that, please participate. Let me know what is your view. Alright traders, quickly participate in the poll. Those of you who's joined the live stream, make sure you like the live stream, support the channel, so it will be really helpful for us as well. And also participate in the poll. As of now, around 67% of the people are bullish about the market. Here, nice liquidity is there at the bottom, and my expectation is you can see here, I'll just refresh this page for you. When it comes to liquidity, on top there is liquidity. No doubt there is liquidity near 1,20,000 psychological level. And market at this point of time, it is showing a bit of bearishness. Maybe it can trap certain people by giving a breakdown, move towards the upside, or it can move up, take the liquidity, and then it can reverse. These two is the possibility that I'm expecting. This downside move, if the market does, it can come close to 800, 900 points also. So that is there. The current zone just 360 points. SNK sir, good evening. Most to decide 112, so I am bearish. Most of decline 112. So you mean to say 1,20,000 is this one resistance zone, Balaji sir? Web5 creations, welcome to the live stream. You are watching the live stream in portrait mode. You can come to the landscape live stream also if you're interested. There you will see things in a bigger screen. Now if I look at Dow Jones at this point of time, it's kind of flat. S&P 500, Nasdaq, still we need to get the data. So based on that, if market opens with the gap down, there's just a rough calculation. If a person is considering this previous resistance around 500 points, and for that let's say we are targeting here around 1:2 risk reward, this seems like a decent risk reward for the trade. Okay, of course market can give a spike, it can create a trap, but if the momentum towards the downside happens, maybe we can grab that quick opportunity also. Or else later point of day you will get the entry somewhere here in between. That time you have to wait for the market correction, or at the lower level you need to look for bearish shade. That situation you will come across. So little bit the situation is tricky, because sudden spike can create problem. We'll see how it goes. And Ethereum at this point of time, continuous bearishness. There was a nice pullback. Ethereum at this point of time has given a kind of false breakout and it has recovered. One more momentum towards the upside also is possible. In Ethereum, just mark the zone and keep it. So between the zone, better to keep quiet in Ethereum. Okay, so we'll go back to BTC. A spike towards the upside also is possible, so a little bit. I'll just focus on S&P 500 where it is opening. Okay, S&P 500 is opening near previous day close itself. You can see that here. It's opening near previous day close itself. So little bit bearishness it is showing. It has some gap to be filled. All these things are there. So in this case, I'll try for bearish setup. Okay, I'll place this order. And little bit risk is there. But before reaching 1,20,000, if market corrects, that moment maybe we can try to capture. Or at the upper level, again, one bearish setup is what I'll be looking for. Now I've entered at the zone. Go here, place the stop loss. S&P 500, okay. Dow Jones is slightly showing a bit of bullishness. That's okay. Nasdaq data we will get after some time. I'll wait for that. Break the zone. Here my understanding at this point of time is, here you can see a bit of resistance was there, right? This resistance, when market gave a breakout, many people will be interested to take a bullish trade. So who entered bullish trade, to trap them, market can show some correction. And people who entered bullish trade here, they will consider to book their profit on top. So to create problem for them also, market has to correct a bit. That logic only I have taken. So initial movement, of course, we can, that is fine, but we will reduce the stop loss for this trade, because too much of correction will market do or not, that I'm not sure at this point of time. Nice movement up to this zone is close to 500-600 points. Anytime a big spike towards the upside is possible, because liquidity is there at 1,20,000 level. So that we have to keep in mind only and look into this trade. See here, what zone is this? Recent swing 382 level zone is acting as a supporting area. Correction, pullback. This moment is kind of fine, but continuation up to the zone, if market has to do, the next red candle has to go below the zone. Only then expectation is target is up to here. Okay. From here only, if there is a pullback, then difficult. Manoj sir, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Gold at this point of time, you see this is the resistance level which I gave in the morning. So 3,417, 419, market is within that zone itself. So please be a bit careful if you are bullish about gold. Give it some time. And let's say in case gold gives a breakout here, shows retest shows continuation, goes above 3420, then you look into gold. Now gold at this point of time is near the resistance area. Okay. भाई कहाँ से ट्रेड कर रही हो? मैं डेल्टा एक्सचेंज यूज कर रहा हूँ सर, डेल्टा एक्सचेंज प्लेटफॉर्म. The slow market is not able to break. This will create some kind of problem. Let us see. This can create a problem. Little bit trapping, then upside move. Later it can correct also. So what I can do, as long as this zone breaks, difficult itself. If this zone breaks, then easily market can come up to this area. Here too much of sideways, if market is holding, no, it is problem for both. In case only little bit of weak buyers market wanted to remove, and from here it want to reverse means and reach 1,20,000, then it is a problematic situation for me. What if the market trap the sellers as well? It can trap. So as of now, market before reaching the zone here only it showed some correction, right? So that means to a certain extent people who entered at this bullish, it is trapping them. Until then I have this understanding. That's why at the zone I entered, because here the zone retest, many people will consider they will not exit. If market has to go a bit lower, that bit lower market has gone and it is taking support near 382 level of Fibonacci. That is the problematic situation for me. Wake. For this volatile situation, what I have to do is I have to reduce the risk based on how other indexes reacting. S&P 500 indecision, Dow Jones is giving a spike, so so 1 lakh. This zone, as long as market breaks, it is a confusion area itself. Okay. So for me, little bit proper entry I've got looking at the view. So if I had entered here, definitely my stop loss would have been hit. Now my stop loss is here, kind of safe. Around 300 points is the maximum risk. But here buyers are holding near 382 zone. So little bit, both the side, 50-50 chances is there. Ethereum, once it has come out of the zone, Ethereum, you see here, this supporting zone what I had discussed, it is making a base here. This trend line is acting as continuous resistance. Again an upside move. That kind of situation is possible in Ethereum. So give it some time. Anyone who's thinking about gold, please be a bit careful because it is near the resistance zone. So if market is sustaining, as long as it is sustaining below that zone, this bullishness started. That's fine. 300 points is a maximum risk I've kept. So I'll just leave this trade as it is. I'll not make any changes. Liquidity at the bottom, where is it? At the bottom, liquidity is near 1,17,000, which is too far from the current zone. But imagine market from this zone going to 1,17,000. The best thing market can do is trap people on top, collect the liquidity and move towards the downside. But as long as it is not breaking the previous day high, or it gives a breakout, false breakout, and then it's showing bullishness, directly bullish trade we cannot enter. Both the side liquidity is there, but the closest liquidity is near 1,20,000. It's there at 1,19,250, 500, 750, all of these range. So fresh entry better you guys wait. Okay, let's say market gave a breakout, took my stop loss, moved towards the upside, and then collected the liquidity from top. Any bearish setup is there, that time fresh entry you can take. S&P 500 now holding. Dow Jones though continuously it's moving towards the upside. It's formed a base and it is moving towards the upside. If it moves up, then the next resistance area for Dow Jones is somewhere here. So up to that zone, yeah, up to this zone, if Dow Jones also goes, a little bit pressure will be there. Are you guys able to see Nasdaq data? I'm not. Stop loss taken. Almost here at the stop loss area. The heck. Alright, stop loss of this trade is taken. Fine. Now it seems like market is trying to move towards the upside for grabbing the liquidity, which is near 1 lakh to this zone. After that, 1 lakh, yeah, up to 1,20,000. After that, liquidity and all is kind of low. Okay, I'll see from the upper level after liquidation grab. In case there is any bearish setup, if possible, I will enter. Pull back. This is fine. This upper level market is not yet broken, so we will leave it as it is. Trapping happening both the side. All right. This is fine. I'm just going to keep the view neutral. I know there is a resistance here. Still, I don't want to take a bearish trade. I'm just going to leave the setup as it is because there is some stop loss hunting which market can do by moving towards the upside. So randomly I don't want to look into any bearish trade at this point of time. Maybe I'll draw a trend line like this. This trend line market is respecting. And is this a proper zone? Now you can see this kind of movement what market is doing. Can anyone quickly tell me what kind of movement is this based on price action? There is a name for this kind of movement. Let's see who can tell this first. What kind of movement is this? Rising wedge. Okay. Karthik sir correct. Balaji sir correct. Karthikeyan sir correct. So everyone know it is a rising wedge. Rising wedge is what kind of pattern? Bullish pattern or bearish pattern? Bearish pattern. Correct. Both Karthik and Karthikeyan both of you have told correctly. 10 points for you both. Now you see in rising wedge pattern what market usually do is the range becomes narrow. Either from this zone market will correct or it will move up. Like I said, there is liquidity, right? It will grab the liquidity and correct. Two possibilities is there. So what do we do about this kind of situation? Either based on this setup, if we have to enter, we need to enter now, or we need to wait for the stop loss hunting to happen near 1,20,000 zone and then we need to enter. These two choices is what we have at this point of time. So should we enter? Should we not enter? It is a tricky situation. But this is a bearish pattern, at least that we are clear right now. The zone market is holding. Again, this one candle is only around 600 points. Rising wedge. All right. I'll place this order. Okay. Rising wedge. Market is forming a bearish pattern here. I've taken entry. Stop loss is little. I don't want to keep that much big of a stop loss, of course, because if market reaches 1,12,000, then what is the point? After hitting the stop loss only, market will correct. So better keep a small stop loss for the trade. And in case market goes as per the view, we'll trail the stop loss and go. In case it doesn't, then one more opportunity from the top I have to look at. All right. Stop loss zone. Fine for this. For this, maybe 1:2. All right. This is fine. I've taken this trade. It will give a wrong side breakout first and then it will reverse, I think. Two things also can happen. Many times it will give wrong side breakout and correct, or sometimes from the current zone only it will correct. We cannot, once we have to try from the current zone, or if it had given up from this zone, market moved up, right? Here market moved up. Here only, if it had given a breakout, then we know it is a wrong side breakout. We know on top side there is liquidation zone. So market, all the trapping would have done. Okay, I would have entered the trade at the upper zone. But here only the bearishness is a bit strong. So better we take the setup and go try to give one or two small stop loss to capture 1:2, 1:3 risk reward. What zone is it taking support at? This current zone, market has to give a strong breakdown. If it goes below this zone, it's kind of better for us. Little bit safe this trade is once market goes below this zone. Right, S&P 500. This continuous bearishness in S&P 500. It has filled the gap as well. Nasdaq gap down opening. The zone is the previous resistance zone also. Once market has tested that, again from this resistance market has tested and rising wedge market has formed, it is corrected. Let it go. Up to this zone also market can come. Market has to sustain below the zone, traders. Okay. Will reduce the risk. So what is the lot you have taken? 200. You can see here, right? 200. Sir, are my message visible? Yes, sir, it is visible. How many of you entered this trade along with me? Shashi Kumar, gold analysis, bearish gold analysis by yours. Why so much message, sir? Gold is near resistance zone. Just leave it as it is. I'll turn off the screen, traders. Okay, my eyes are burning a bit. Good evening. I entered, but slightly later. Okay. Whoever entered also along with me, you would be in profit at this point of time. How the news affects today's market depends on the news, because people, especially in the US, they give importance to news, and especially market opening time, US market opening time, and all those things will create some kind of problem. I definitely agree. See, those you want, you can partially book your profit also at this zone. You scroll down, click on this exit button. You can choose 25%, 50%, 75%. Like this, you can book your profits. Okay. How much is the correction? The correction is close to 0.618 level. This is the correction level. So here some kind of pressure we can see in the market. So safe traders, please consider to book some of your profits here. All right. So here again pressure and all those things and all comes, what we will do. So what we will do, 50% we will book. Okay. I booked 50% of the setup, and then next I'll get my stop loss little lower. So whatever happens in this trade, we will be profitable, right? This one almost near cost to cost. I have got close to 60, 65, either $6 loss or $135 profit. Okay. I'm doing all this because there might be some people who do not, they hold on to the trade for longer duration. I don't know how much quantity you have taken all of these things. Gold, you can see, sir, someone who was asking me, it is bearish here. So little bit bear. Only if you want, you look for bearish trade here. And one is to risk reward, you can try. If you're bullish, it is better that you wait for some more time. Good. Karthik sir, Karthikeyan sir, others and all, you identified correctly when we showed this rising wedge setup. You guys were clear. Good that you're understanding price action setups and all those things. So many times I have told, market can give wrong side breakout, it can correct, or sometimes actually how the market has to behave, it will behave like that also. We have to be ready for both the kind of situation. I hope you are understanding. All right, market, bit of correction here. Sir, I learnt a lot of things from you. Glad, sir, glad to know you're making use of the things that I share. See, what you guys do is, anyways, market is moving down, okay? Usually risk reward around 50% you have to keep. Now here also bearish continuation is happening. Why take too much pressure? Get your stop loss here, little above this candle. So no matter what, in this trade already we have booked some profit. Again here, an additional $56 profit or $130 profit. Okay. Then what we will do, this target we will extend up to this zone. Extend the target, trail the stop loss, do all those things. I'm getting a phone call, just give me a second. So how many of I lost a lot of money, but I'm still in the market because of you. Okay. Ethereum. Gold is going as per the view. Ethereum, that time it was near the support zone. It's broken the support zone. This is the base market has formed. What you do is in Ethereum, let's say it moved down, gave a false breakdown, and then if it shows a reversal, that time look for bullish trade. At this point of time, keep a view a bit neutral itself. If you enter now, where do you place the stop loss for bearish trade? There's no place for you to place the stop loss. So leave it as it is my suggestion. Alright traders, what you do, market is going as per the view. So reduce the stop loss little more. And then there is a chance of market breaking this zone, forming a wick and then reversing. So little bit I'll keep the target here. We will just extend the target. A wick can get formed, all those things can happen. So be a bit careful. So what is the name of the chart that you check liquidation? This one, liquidation heat map. It is from CoinGlass website. I'll share the link here. Use that if you want. So no matter what happens in this trade, we'll be making $71 profit. Already little $60-70 we have booked. Again another $70 we'll be able to book in this trade. Okay. So this is a pressure zone. Get the stop loss little lower below this, above this candle, because here sometimes here market can give a breakdown and reverse. Why we need to give more stop loss if that happens? Okay. Traders, what is the status of the trade? From we had taken entry here, already we have trailed the stop loss up to this zone. So everyone will be in profit. Now I know there is a support here. I expect market to come here for liquidity grab and later it might reverse. That's why below the support only I have kept the target. Not necessary that you also have to do that. Okay. So from this 5 minutes time frame, I will switch to 1 minute. Okay. And I'll switch to 1 minute. This one is hectic. From this zone, what we will do, we'll get the stop loss little lower here. If stop loss hits also, no problem. Additional movement, whatever we get. First of all, our target was here. I've extended the target so far and we have gone. From the time we have entered itself, a decent 1200 points market has given. So everything after this for us is bonus, you think, all right? Trail the stop loss. Gold target. Gold I kept 1:2. It gave a correction up to the zone. 3402 was the target what I had discussed. Okay. How many of you have, please confirm, have you trailed the stop loss along with me up to this zone? Please confirm, traders. It's very important you keep trailing the stop loss and going. It doesn't matter if market hits the stop loss. Trailing the stop loss is important because here it can give a fake breakdown and later reverse also. It's come to the supporting zone. So you want to trail the stop loss little more, you can do that as well. One more thing, this area can be a reversal area. Little bit careful you have to be. Yes, I trailed. Only Karthik sir trailed. Nifty tomorrow's view we'll discuss tomorrow, sir. Join our free Telegram group. My trailing stop loss got hit here. So in this particular trade, we have booked the target. You see quick market momentum like this chances was there. So what happened in this trade was here, I think, where is it? So here I think around $65 plus $118. That's fine, close to $170, $180 we have booked. 160, 170, 185. Fine. Trailing stop loss, what we did, I think that is a better thing because everyone will be bearish. Market has given a breakdown here. Here it's coming to the support. Little bit if it had broken here, right, I would have looked for bullish trade reversal. Now tell me in the comment section what happened to your trade. Did you exit? Trailed and closed. All right, sir. That setup is done. Let's look into one last setup if possible. I think this has come up to 618 level zone. Market has taken support and from here it is showing some bullishness. There still, I hope you guys remember, stop loss hunting on top is still pending. This movement was very strong. So going against the trend, if you take the risk, let's say you're entering the trade here, placing the stop loss here 600 points. For that approximately you will make around 2000 points. Okay, this chance is there, 50% chance. What I will do is I'll reduce the quantity. Here market has not yet given a breakdown. That is one concern. After giving breakdown, if I had got a reversal, definitely I would have taken more quantity. But anyways, I'll place this buy order. Okay, target, I'll place it on top. Who wants to enter this trade, you can do it. If you don't want to, you can ignore. Sorry, first stop loss I have to place. Then target up to the zone. This is the target. Psychological level 1,20,000 because on top little liquidation grab market has to do. So for that I have given a bit of buffer and I have taken this trade. You want to enter, you enter. If you think after this continuous fall market will not move up, then don't enter. Ethereum, can I enter? What's up with Ethereum? Ethereum, little bit tricky, traders. Same like this one itself. BTC itself, nice correction market has done. The moment has started. You mark this upper zone, mark this lower zone and keep. Okay, don't take any trade within the zone. If it sustains, gives a closing above this candle, and then next candle, let's say whatever closing candle is there, little below that you place the stop loss and look for bullish. As of now, just leave it as it is. This trade also I'm going to reduce the stop loss. Let the candle close. Next candle, if it opens above this candle, if it sustains, fine. Or else we are going to reduce the stop loss even more. Sustain. I exited, got $89 for 100 lot trade. Okay, sir, good. Enter trade with you. Okay. Okay, this is the entry. Market is spiking a little bit, not too much. Whatever happens, let it happen. Because 2000 points capturing opportunity we have, for that only 500 550 points risk means I'm ready to take this risk. I'll keep my stop loss below this green candle. I'll consider this as the base. So as much as possible, I'll reduce the stop loss also. So in case market goes as per the view, then I'll make around $188 or just $47. So this looks like a proper risk reward trade for me. You look at Ethereum, it's not yet broken this zone, so don't enter. Just for the sake of liquidity grab, if market goes up to this zone, already twice the upper level it has tested, third time's the charm. If it does that, good. Three minutes. $382 level, market is facing resistance. Let it sustain, at least go up to 618. By then I'll trail the stop loss to cost. So it has to sustain. It acted as though it is going to break that level, but it is holding on. Let me look at global market. Dow Jones negative. S&P 500 is near the support zone. S&P 500, this is the support zone what I gave that time. So market is holding on to that range. Dow Jones, okay. Nasdaq to continuous correction. Crazy movement in Nasdaq. But in Nasdaq there is no other stop loss hunting level at the bottom. Nice correction it has done. Our thoda 50% of this candle, we will reduce the risk. Okay. Why am I doing all this? Because I'm going after continuous red candle. Finally, one green candle has broken the opening of the red candle, right? So here, little bit market has areas of 1,20,000 as the range where a lot of liquidity is there. For the sake of liquidity grab, market can move towards the upside. I think that time I had discussed around 1,17,000 range. There is some liquidity. You see here market came down, took this kind of liquidity at the zone, and it is kind of holding on. So for the top side liquidity, if it goes, then we will try to capture that. Traders, let me know, have you understood the logic about me taking the buy trade now? If you have understood or not, let me know. Only then I can explain for those who have not understood. Okay, only Pranav sir understood. First, what we did, we understood that market is forming a rising wedge. This is a bearish price action pattern. That's why at this zone we planned our entry. Market moved down. My expectation was, okay, it will move down. It will take the liquidity up to this zone. It can also give a breakdown and move towards the upside. Here I thought of entering a bullish trade. Okay, because there is liquidity at 1,20,000 zone. Now but what happened before reaching the support itself, exactly near the support, market is respecting and going. That is why too much risk I'm not taking. I'm reducing my risk and taking the trade, because here if these sellers are strong, they can push the market little towards the downside. Okay, after that it can create some kind of confusion, but really if it wants to grab the liquidity, it can give a movement of close to 1900 points. That is a good level for the risk that we are taking. How many points are we taking risk here? Just 330 points. In return, 1900 points. And this 330 points also, what we are going to do, we are going to reduce the stop loss. Okay, now only 150 points risk we are taking for this trade. Since I'm $21 is the risk, $180 is the profit, and in case market reaches this zone also, safe traders can book near 1,19,000. So since there is liquidity on top, the market might tend to move towards the upside. Okay, this is the logic. Here already it has trapped people, removed all the weak players. During the trapping we entered. Now since there is no other stop loss hunting level at the bottom, the buyers who entered here already they booked the profit. Market targeting this lower zone is a bit difficult, so little bit continuation. If it goes up to this zone, bit tricky, we have to wait. Then if it goes as per the trend, then we will try to target 1,20,000 psychological level. This is how usually stop loss hunting also we try to do in the market. Okay, $150 points risk that we are supposed to take. What happened to this one? Again, it's come here, retest. Fresh trade don't enter on the bullish side as long as it moves above the zone. Okay. Traders, I'm trying my best to explain things to you as simple as possible. If you're making use of the content, please support the channel by liking the video. What time frame? Here I'm using 5 minutes time frame. Usually I prefer in Indian market and all 1 minute time frame and things like that. But crypto little false signals and all it is giving, so I thought it is better to wait. Usually I prefer 3 minutes also to create balance between 1 minute and 5 minutes. But waiting for 5 minutes, sometimes entry we might get a bit late, but it is a proper confirmation also. Too much market is holding on here. It's gone for a retest 3 to level 50% correction. Is it 50% rejection? It is showing. This bottom market has not tested. That is my only concern now. This correction. Stop loss has to be little more than what I have kept. That's okay. Santosh Tami, hello, welcome to the live stream. Samuel, welcome to the live stream. नीचे से बाई लिया 1500, बुक शॉर्ट ट्रेड. ठीक है. Actually for this trade my stop loss has to be below this candle but I have no mood to keep the stop loss here. I've kept it 50% of this. If it wants to hit, let it hit, since it's correcting from 50%. If it's a healthy pullback from here only, if it wants to reverse, let it reverse, or else I'll give that stop loss and I'll not re-enter. Global market. Too much correction in Nasdaq, huh? That's there. S&P 500 fine. Dow Jones is near pullback zone only. Reversal zone. Hopefully Dow Jones doesn't break the day's low. Now in the future, let's say this candle, if it gives a closing above this zone, I'll get my stop loss even more higher, cost to cost. Okay. After that, I'll leave this trade as it is. Either it will hit the stop loss or it will give me 1900 points movement. Whatever market does, for me, it's going to be a risk-free trade because I've reduced the stop loss to cost. That is the plan. In case I close the live stream so that you guys are aware about it. Gold 90% target and then it reversed. Anyways, near the cost to cost entry zone only. S&P 500 holding near the support. Dow Jones is near here. I thought it's going to create some liquidity and move towards the upside, but it is showing some bearishness. Nasdaq has fallen too much, and now I expect Nasdaq to give a retracement up to this zone. We'll see how it turns out. Just this candle, if it gives closing above the zone only, immediately I'll trail off the stop loss. I don't want to take or risk at confusion zone. Okay, Abhishek sir, clear. Fine sir. Those of you watching the live stream, 32 people are watching. Support the channel traders by liking the video. Liquidation is where market nice movement, liquidation grab, and then upside. Hopefully traders. I'll share off this setup in the group as well. Those who's interested, they can look into it. One more minute for this candle to close. So if it gives a closing above this, I'll trail the stop loss. $160 points also what to trail. Market has become a bit choppy. It's forming indecision at this zone and this zone. This previous area is acting as resistance. It's not able to break this previous candle. So by chance it moves down, I'll take that stop loss and I'll close. Now it's formed a doji candle. After doji candle, it's trying to break this zone. So this next candle will be our confirmation candle. If market goes below this zone, then I'll get ready to give the stop loss for the trade. Mark this high and low of this zone. Okay. So Dow Jones, as per expectation, it is holding on. That's fine. Nasdaq, I expected pullback up to this zone. These index and all is giving pullback, but BTC still at cost to cost itself. 3 more minutes for this candle to close. Hopefully this candle it sustains above this zone and gives continuation. All the view setup we have already taken, right? Logic, everything we have taken. So there is very less things for us to discuss after this. Either give the stop loss, okay, or wait for the target. Those who consider yourself as a safe trader, maybe in case the market moves towards the upside, this zone you can consider as your target one. All right. I'll just wait for this candle closing. Then in case if it is just consolidating, then no point in holding on to the same. I'll hold on to the trade based on the stop loss and target, but live stream there is no use. Fresh setup one more is there means I could have waited. Those of you who's not yet liked the live stream, please do that. Ethereum, nothing, sir. Ethereum, there is nothing here. It is just holding on to the zone and it's not giving any proper signal. In future, if it goes above the zone, maybe you can try. "19 seconds, 20 seconds for this candle to close. Let's see if it gives a closing quickly. Come on, BTC. Gold and all, it has gone above the resistance zone, traders. Here it gave a nice movement, right? And quickly it started reversing. The thing is, since I take all my trade in BTC only, my focus will completely be here. Only when you guys ask me to discuss about the view, I will be able to discuss. Again, indecision. Alright, I'm not going to change the stop loss of this trade. You know this is my entry. As of now, just $23 profit. In case market moves up, this zone, little below 1,19,000 will be the profit booking zone for safe traders who wants to hold. You trail the stop loss or keep this stop loss as it is, and then your target, ultimate target will be 1,19,990. Little here at the zone near 1,20,000, you think you, because there is a liquidation grab here, for that market can move towards the upside. Okay, based on that you can hold on to the trade. Okay, have you understood? This is the zone, this is a kind of trapping zone, but if market comes out of this zone, for safe traders, first profit booking zone is this. After this, either you want to book 50% of your profit or entirely you want to exit, is up to you, but I'll leave the stop loss as it is. First, I expected once market goes above this zone, I'll get the stop loss to cost, but it is just 160 points. What is there in 160 points? I'm not going to trail the stop loss. I'm going to leave it at the same level. If it moves up, again, if there is a correction, if it comes to cost zone, then if it bounces back, I'll try to capture this target. If it reverses, I'll give the stop loss and I will close. Okay, thank you everyone for participating in the live stream. I hope. Sir, great trade today. Thank you. You're welcome, sir. Yeah, that trade was really good for us. Glad to know you guys made good profit. All right, this trade also hopefully it will go as per the view. Whoever's thinking about fresh entry, consider this zone. This is a pressure zone. Market is just holding on within this range, so leave it as it is. Okay. Thank you everyone for participating in the live stream. I hope you have understood this is the first target, this is the final target. Once market breaks this zone, maybe stop loss what is here, you can get it to cost, so that this is entirely a risk-free trade for you. Fine, I hope you guys have understood the logic for the setup and you have learned something new today. Thank you everyone for participating. Good night, take care. See you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Bye traders, good night.